Ethan was only 12 years old, but life had already become very cruel to him. He lived in a house where nobody truly loved him. His stepmother hated him, his stepsister mocked him, and even his own father stayed silent, while Ethan suffered every single day. Every morning began with shouting, "Ethan, clean the floor," his stepmother yelled. While Lily, his stepsister, enjoyed warm pancakes and juice, Ethan was given dry bread and cold water. He wore old, torn clothes while Lily got new dresses every month. At night, Lily slept peacefully with love and comfort, while Ethan slept alone on a thin mattress in the corner of a dark room. But despite everything, Ethan still dreamed. One day while carrying Lily's school bag, Ethan looked at the large school building with shining eyes. "I wish I could study one day," he whispered. Lily laughed loudly. "You, a student? That's funny." Still, Ethan never stopped dreaming. One afternoon, Lily accidentally broke an expensive vase while playing in the house. But before anyone could see the truth, she blamed Ethan. "It was Ethan. He broke it." His stepmother became furious. "You destroy everything. You are useless just like your mother." Then she called Ethan's father. "Your son hurt my daughter and broke the vase. I want him out of this house." Without even asking Ethan what happened, his father pointed toward the door. "Pack your things and leave." Ethan's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't do it." But nobody listened. That cold night, Ethan walked alone on the empty streets with nowhere to go. He sat beside a wall, shivering in the freezing air. "I just want someone who wants me," he cried softly. The next morning, hungry and exhausted, Ethan found a small restaurant. Gathering courage, he spoke to the owner. "Sir, please give me work. Any work." The owner looked at the weak little boy standing in front of him. "You are too young for a job," the man said gently, "but you can help clean tables, and I'll give you food." Ethan smiled for the first time in days. "Thank you, sir." From that day onward, Ethan worked harder than anyone. He cleaned tables, washed dishes, swept floors, and carried supplies. Even though life was difficult, he never complained. One evening, a customer accidentally left behind his wallet full of money. Ethan immediately ran after him. "Sir, your wallet!" The man checked inside and was shocked. "Everything is still here." He smiled and handed Ethan some money as a reward. That small reward allowed Ethan to buy his very first blanket so he could survive the cold nights. But deep inside, Ethan still longed for something money could not buy: a family. One evening, a wealthy couple named Arthur and Olivia came to the restaurant. While eating dinner, Olivia noticed Ethan working nonstop. "That boy looks so tired," she said softly. After dinner, she called Ethan over. "What's your name?" "Ethan, ma'am." "Where are your parents?" Ethan looked down. "I don't really have a family anymore." Those words broke Olivia's heart. Later that night, she looked at Arthur with tears in her eyes. "We can help him." Arthur nodded slowly. "Yes, we can." The couple returned to the restaurant and sat beside Ethan. "Ethan," Olivia said gently, "would you like to come home with us?" Ethan froze. "What?" "We want to adopt you," Arthur said. "We want you to become our son." Tears rolled down Ethan's face. "Why me?" "Because you deserve love," Olivia replied. That night changed Ethan's entire life. For the first time, Ethan entered a real home filled with warmth and kindness. He had his own bedroom, soft blankets, new clothes, and parents who hugged him before sleep. The next morning, Ethan stared at the breakfast table in shock. "So much food," Olivia laughed softly. "You can eat whatever you want, sweetheart." Ethan slowly smiled. For the first time in his life, he finally felt safe. Soon, Arthur and Olivia enrolled Ethan in school. Ethan studied harder than everyone else because he knew what it felt like to lose everything. Years passed. The homeless boy became the top student in school. He graduated with honors and eventually started his own business company. Ethan worked day and night. His determination, honesty, and discipline helped him build a $1 million business empire. Meanwhile, back at his old home, life had become miserable. His father had lost his job. His stepmother was sick. Lily had abandoned them. Their old house was falling apart, and they barely had enough money to survive. One day, Ethan's company needed a chauffeur driver. His father applied for the job without knowing who owned the company. When Alex arrived at the office, he noticed a photo frame on the desk. "That picture, Where did you get it? Ethan slowly turned around. Because that's me. Alex's eyes filled with tears. Ethan, my son. After many years, father and son stood face to face again. Alex cried with regret. I searched for you everywhere. Ethan remained silent for a moment before speaking calmly. The night you threw me out, I slept alone in the cold streets. I was only 12 years old. Alex lowered his head in shame. Ethan told him everything. The restaurant, the hunger, the cardboard box, and the couple who saved his life. They became the parents you should have been, Ethan said quietly. Later, Ethan visited the old broken house. His stepmother looked weak and sick. The house was dark and damaged. Despite all the pain they caused him, Ethan made a surprising decision. He bought them a new house. His stepmother cried, "Why are you helping us after everything we did?" Ethan looked at her calmly. Because someone once showed kindness to me, and I learned from it. In the end, Ethan returned to the family who truly loved him, Arthur and Olivia. The boy who once slept hungry on the streets was now a successful millionaire surrounded by love, respect, and happiness. And for the first time in his life, Ethan finally had a real home.